bro. We gotta like the thing is dude. It feels like the Bad Batch writers are writing the the multiverse saga right now, bro. They introduced the villain to us, and then we don't see him for like 9 series and movies, bro. We'll see him in the last 2 episodes for 3 minutes total of screen time.
Right.
Come on, we gotta be moving this multiverse plot forward.
Especially when there were like millions of his variants.
Yeah. Apart from Quantumania, what was the last thing that moved the multiverse saga forward?
It's like it feels like one movie a year moves it forward.
Yeah. So guess what, people? I guess to the people who are like, Marvel needs to go back to these one film a year, kind of we are. The important movies are once a year.
Because
And they're always at the beginning of the year.
No Way Home, right? 2021.
Yeah, basically the beginning of 2022.
Strange was in May, April,
something like that.
Jesus, that movie is a year.
Yeah.
Holy,
coming up on it.
Good movie. I gotta rewatch it. It's a good movie.
Fun movie.
About midway through the year, and Quantumania. I mean, what's the next movie that's
Marvels? Maybe
a little bit.
The thing is, again, with everything
Deadpool,
with everything getting delayed and canceled, who fucking
I don't know what.
I don't know when anything comes out.
I don't either.
I feel bad, bro, because they just had Comic-Con announcing all these things about all these projects coming out, and I can guarantee you, like 9 out of 10 of those projects are either going to get delayed heavily or scrapped.
I mean, they already have. I mean, Agatha Covenant Chaos was supposed to come out.
Well, that's still filming. I think that probably just got done filming not too long ago.
Right, but they're reworking it. They pushed that back to like 24.
Dang.
Echo? Is that thing even happening?
It was meant to come out this year.
It's not happening this year. I know Daredevil's filming right now.
Yeah, Daredevil's filming. They're going to be filming for a long time.
Right.
18 episodes long.
I mean, we're only going to get 2 Disney Plus shows this year.
Yeah.
Which I'm fine with.
I'm happy about. I'm happy that we're getting more Star Wars than Marvel. Which, honestly, this is what I'm saying, though. Star Wars feels so much better at spacing out its content.
Mm-hmm.
Like, that's what I absolutely love about this year for Star Wars and last year. When Star Wars had its series, last year we had the Book of Boba Fett at the beginning of the year.
Right.
We had Kenobi in the middle, and we had Andor at the end. Everything felt so spaced out that it didn't feel like it overstayed its welcome or that it wasn't here for long enough. Maybe I'd argue Kenobi. To some people, the first
Kenobi felt quick.
Yes. I felt the same way about Mando, too. Mando feels like it's just come and gone.
Right.
But guess what? Then we get Mando ended. What day did the finale for Mando come out? Let me look back. Hold
on.
5.
The 19th?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So Mando's been over for over a week and a half.
Mm-hmm.
That shit flew by.
Right.
And then we have to wait until August. Again, I think I'm with a lot of people. Ahsoka's going to drop either the 2nd of August or the 30th.
Right.
I don't see it doing the 9th, 16th, or 23rd.
Right.
Because why would Disney pick just a random Wednesday? You got to pick the first or the last Wednesday. And so Ahsoka's what? 8 episodes did it get confirmed?
Probably 8, yes.
And then Skeleton Crew, probably 8 also. Which I honestly should be getting another trailer for Ahsoka soon. Sooner rather than later.
Right. I assume
we're in end of April, so there's May, June, July. There's
probably mid-July.
Probably that mid. If it's coming out August 2nd, we'll probably get a trailer around the first week of July. If it's that last one, we'll probably the last few days of July. Probably even the first few days of August.
I agree. And then
with Marvel, sorry to cut you off. Yeah, Skeleton Crew. Yeah, Skeleton Crew at the end.
Probably beginning of the year, honestly.
Yeah, I probably safe bet they probably do a Book of Boba Fett. Hold on, let me check the calendar. Let me check that calendar.
What's that last December?
27th. That's the last Wednesday of the month.
Yeah.
I could see that. But like last year, 2021, 2022 for Marvel, bro, it literally felt like it was every other week there was something to watch.
Right.
And what happened? People got bored. People didn't want to watch anymore. And now here we are again. And now just I don't know if you're feeling it too, because I definitely have been feeling it. Just feels like people don't care anymore.
It just feels like now they've done the opposite. It doesn't feel like enough.
Yeah. Because at this rate, again, almost everything has been delayed or canceled. Now it just kind of feels like, wow, this multiverse saga was meant to be over in like 2 years, or it was meant to be over in 2027 at the latest. I honestly
they
don't.
were pushing 2025. There's no way that's happening.
I would say I honestly don't see. I don't see the multiverse saga ending now. Probably until like 2028.
How are you gonna do it?
Dude, it's just. I mean, Bob Iger came in and literally just told like Marvel, like, like a very, very, very hard smack on the wrist. Their wrist is broken right now, and he will keep breaking that wrist until they get it right. And so, yeah, I don't.
I feel like it's a good thing. I feel like it's
I
a
do
good
too. I feel like I feel like it's a real big blessing in disguise right now. I feel like right now it kind of sucks. Hindsight 2020, give us 5 years from now, we'll probably say it was probably the best decision Marvel's ever made.
Right. Feige was just doing too much. He wasn't able to work on every project. He needs to work on every project.
Yes.
He needs to be involved in every single project.
Because let me tell you this. Every project where he is not heavily involved, you can notice it.
Mm-hmm.
You can feel it. It's a big feel in the air of that project.
Love and Thunder.
Love and Thunder specifically was one I was literally just about to say. You could just almost entirely feel that he was there maybe 3 days out of the entire shoot.
Now, the one he was on a lot that I think he was wrong about was Eternals. But
too much of Eternal. Too much.
But it still, I think, felt more like a product that Marvel would put out than Love and Thunder.
It just felt like Eternals, I think, for most people, it felt like generic Marvel, just not or with less noticeable people or known people.
Right.
Which also, that's kind of my big thing that the multiverse saga needs to be doing, because the Infinity Saga did it so well. Was the multiverse saga needs to start answering a lot of big questions.
Mm-hmm.
Too many looming questions are going on right now that we need answers for.
Mm-hmm.
Apart from the fact of the whole Jonathan Major situation, what's going on with Kang? Are we getting Kang or are we not? That can obviously be answered at a later date. More pressing things in terms of the MCU story.
Mm-hmm.
What about the Celestials? We're not gonna. Are we? Is nobody going to acknowledge not Tiamat, but the big fucking red celestial that was in the sky that literally almost made an entire eclipse on the planet? We're not acknowledging that. We're not acknowledging what just happened.
Yeah.
So like incursions, what's going on? The problem that I think I'm finding with the multiverse saga, and I'm hoping Guardians is going to be the start of the rehabilitation of this multiverse saga, is it sets up a lot of major key ideas and never goes back to them.
It's a whole lot of not dealing with the multiverse, I'll say that.
It is the most unmultiversal multiverse saga, bro. Again,
we have had one movie where they have gone to an entirely different universe.
That's it. Now, we've had other universes come to 616, but that's different. That's not fair. Or no, I guess technically, what if we want to count
technically Loki?
Yeah, Loki.
Quantumania technically goes to the quantum realm.
But that's it.
Technicalities, that's people.
Hey, they mean the most. Look at the Mandalorian. That's what I'm saying, bro. The Infinity Saga felt like everything felt important. I can guarantee you, Like 9 out of 10 projects in the Multiverse Saga don't matter. I can't wait for Echo. Like I'm telling you, watch Echo be the most important thing. Knowing our luck, it's going to be the most important thing to the MCU story so far.
Probably.
Echo, I can already see it. She's going to be a variant of Kang.
Oh God. I mean, I love Moon Knight. Moon Knight's very underrated in my opinion.
Yes.
What does that have anything to do with, like, literally anything?
Again, we probably won't see Moon Knight again until Midnight Suns. And Midnight Suns, honestly, probably won't be for like 6 years.
We're going to see him and be like,
Who?
who? Moon who?
Moon Knight. The guy from Fortnite?
Oh God. Geez. Wait, is that Batman?
White Batman. That sus. But I know that was a big tangent coming from the bold predictions question.
That's fine. No, that was good. Marvel, get your stuff together, man. I'm counting on you.
Get your shit together.
We got a couple of stuff. We got a couple of projects coming out this year.
A couple. We need a lot more than a couple.
We got a couple of things coming out. We need them to be good. I'm confident in Secret Invasion.
No. We don't need them to be good. We need them to be stellar, like amazing S-tier content.
I got a lot of faith in Secret Invasion, and I definitely got a lot of faith in Loki. I think it's going to be a big turning point. I think it is.
It's one of those things. I know a lot of people,
and this movie too.
They look at Bob Iger to use some outside sources here. I know a lot of people compare Bob Iger to bad businessmen like Vince McMahon and all that. But honestly, if Bob Iger is just coming in to fix up the MCU, I don't care what he does. Honestly,
I also don't think Bob Iger is a bad businessman.
I would need to do more research into him, but from what I've heard, he's like honestly every old businessman nowadays. Shady.
Yeah, I mean they all are, but I would say he's more a status quo guy.
Yeah.
He's not like who was the last guy? He was terrible.
Terrible, bro. He was awful.
He was so bad. He had some. Remember anybody said like animation doesn't matter or some shit like that?
Yeah, straight up out of touch. Out of touch. But that's what I'm saying, man. Ever since Bob Iger has come back, like the quality is felt back with specifically Star Wars. I don't know if that's just me. I'm saying this.
It's Chapek, Bob Chapek.
Yeah. I have enjoyed almost everything Star Wars has produced since The Mandalorian's come out, barring The Rise of Skywalker. I've enjoyed The Mandalorian seasons 1 through 3. I enjoyed Book of Boba Fett. I enjoyed the last 3 episodes of the Book of Boba Fett. I thought the first 4 were good. But I really enjoyed episode 5. You know, the one that wasn't about him. Okay. I thought, look, I'm sorry, but people still to this day are over talking Kenobi and how bad it was. It was not a bad series. It just wasn't great. It was this close. And then the series ended. Should have been a movie.
Right.
What was the other Star Wars thing that came out?
Probably the best one.
Andor. That's what it was. Don't know why you were talking about the Bad Batch.
No. Stop.
Hey, for all the things, Bad Batch season 2 is good.
That's all I'm saying. It might be better than The Mandalorian season 3.
No.
No. Alex?
No.
The back half of back half of Bad Batch season 2 might be better than Mandalorian season 3.
No.
No, I am being honest.
Next question.
The back end of Bad Batch season 2 is better than Rebel season 4.
Anybody else hear someone talking? Because I don't. But no, it was not. It was not.
Let me have my moment, Alex. Okay.
Andor was great. Oh, cannot wait! I keep seeing all the leaks about Andor filming locations.
Saw Gerrera? That's Saw Gerrera back.
And then I'm just saying, it feels so weird how good Star Wars is right now. I honestly say it. I say this. I'm saying this to my core right here, right now. We are living in the golden age of Star Wars right now.
Bulletin board. I mean, I don't disagree with you.
The
But I'm-
the High Republic, the games, the series, the film. We're not going to talk about that. But everything else, the animation.
Books.
Sorry.
I was thinking about this the other day. I am not as high on you. What the fuck? I'm not as high.
What? Why aren't you high on me anymore?
I
What
would. No, I'm not as high on Star Wars as you are. That's what I meant to say. It's been a long day. Jesus. I'm not as high on Star Wars as you are. Mando season 3 has problems.
Sure.
The Bad Batch, the Bad Batch season 2 is good. Has
Yep.
problems for sure. Andor I love. Andor is just exquisite storytelling.
Wee.
Kenobi I don't like as much as you do. The Book of Boba Fett is the Book of Boba Fett. Yeah, I think Star Wars still has quite a lot of problems, actually. I think Marvel's in a situation where actually they have more problems right now, but Star Wars is just
somehow
in a state of, I wouldn't say mediocrity, but just a state of not producing great to good. I think I was thinking about, I think it might even be my own thing. The Mandalorian season 2 is our generation's version of Empire Strikes Back. I'm not saying it's good as Empire Strikes Back, but it's like the best. It will be always, probably in my lifetime, the best Star Wars I will watch personally.
Oh yeah, coming out for us, yes, absolutely.
I don't
know. This Mando movie could outdo it.
I feel like we're chasing that high. But we're never gonna get that high.
Because I think though that high of Mando season 2, Kathleen Kennedy told Dave, she was like, Dave, Mando season 1 was really, really good. I want you to do that, but just do anything you want. Well, even if it doesn't make logical sense, just do it. And he did. He brought Ahsoka. He brought Bo-Katan. Luke Skywalker.
But it worked. It worked for the story too. That's the thing.
And that's what I'm saying, man. That's why I'm so excited for the Mandalorian movie with Dave Filoni writing and directing it.
Luke Skywalker.
We're gonna see the 3 main originals, bro.
Oh my god!
We're gonna see all 3 de-aged or recasted, whatever we got to do. We're gonna see them.
But I really hope I get close to that high. By the way, I don't smoke, but I really hope I get close to that high with Ahsoka.
Dude, I'm telling you, Ahsoka is literally just gearing up to be the best show. It just is. It has the
elements.
It literally has every single foundational piece. It is Dave Filoni's show. It is, dude.
This is a big test for Dave. I will say this is a big test for Dave.
If Ahsoka is not good, I have no faith in the movie anymore.
Oh God, Jesus Christ!
I have no faith in the movie anymore. Because listen, the episode The Jedi, one of the best Mandalorian episodes. But Dave Filoni also did make The Gunslinger.
Did he write anything for season 3? He didn't write anything for season 3, did he? No, he didn't.
No, I think he just produced.
Which makes sense because he was writing Ahsoka at the time.
He was writing Ahsoka and probably his movie.
Yeah. Or he was in pre-production on Ahsoka. He's probably already writing season 2.
Yeah, probably.
Or whatever I don't know what he's doing. Anyways, do we want to get into the other 2 topics?
Sure, let's talk about, because we're on the conversation of the Mandoverse, let's talk about Temuera Morrison.
Oh, God. Do I want to bring these up? Or no, we could just talk about them.
What a fiasco.
Yeah.
Man got played dirty. He got dealt such a bad hand. Disney didn't give him a hand at all.
Yeah, here, I'm gonna bring this up. Dude, what are your thoughts on this, Alex? While I bring these up.
So while he's pulling up, to give a gist, Temuera Morrison in an interview basically talked about how he was supposed to be in The Mandalorian season 3, and he wasn't, as I'm sure we all are well aware. And they just never called him back. We even actually visited the planet he was on. We just didn't see Boba. For whatever reason. I don't know. And then he voiced some displeasure from the Book of Boba Fett. He didn't like how Mando took front and center. But yeah,
Here, I
very,
think,
very, very, very strange. Very weird
yeah,
for him to also come out and say this too. I would have thought he would have kept this private.
yeah, I agree with that. Here, I'm gonna. Can I not? Jeez, we're just gonna do this. Here.
Technical difficulties.
Okay, he says, I was supposed to be in The Mandalorian Season 3, but nobody rang me. I was waiting for the phone call in New Zealand and waiting and wanted to give up. While that Mandal guy stole a few chapters of my book, it was painful watching him turn up with some black new lethal sword. And the way he turned up in my Book of Boba Fett, he just destroyed everybody. I'm sure this guy is running my show, but I couldn't say anything. I'm not the writer, so I have to bear it, I guess. I think there's a few changes going on. We also come under the big umbrella known as Disney now too. So it's one of many previous few conversations we had in LA. The dialogue began like, "Oh, look, we're having a few changes. We're having a few cutbacks." And while you hear that on different finish of the road, it's no good attempting to barter any more cash that's for positive. So we'll see what occurs. If this is true, that like they don't have enough money to put Boba Fett, there's a problem. But I also think he's kind of joking here. But there is some truth to this.
Yeah, I think he's doing what honestly a lot of us tend to do. We tend to make fun of a bad situation.
Right.
I think his statement, honestly, in truth, is kind of a joking prospect, but hidden with a lot of truth. I don't think it's a thing that Disney can't afford Boba Fett. I'm sure Tamora Morrison, honestly, with how nice of a guy he is, I'm sure he honestly just would have come back for free.
Oh yeah.
That's just me. He literally talks about how excited he is to be back. And so I don't think that's more of a problem. I just think it was a thing that if we do look in the grand scope of Mando Season 3, where do you bring Boba Fett in? It really is a Bo-Katan and Din Djarin centered season. And yeah, if I'm Tamora Morrison, I'd be pissed off too if some random fucking silk chrome dome tinfoil hat looking guy came in and just stole 3 chapters of my 7-page or 7-chapter book. I'd be pissed off too. And so for me, yeah, if these things are real, I'm completely with Tamora Morrison on this. The guy just got screwed, honestly.
Yeah, I 100% agree with that. Boba Fett didn't Boba Fett walk so Din Djarin could run. There's no Din Djarin without Boba Fett. That's just true.
Straight up. Yeah.
That's just true. There was no Mandalorians without Boba Fett. That whole culture, that whole story does not exist at all without Boba Fett. Now I understand Boba Fett's not a Mandalorian, which is kind of funny. But that whole story does not exist without Boba Fett.
Yeah.
It just This is why I'm gonna go a little bit he's over exaggerating, I understand, but this is why this regime at Lucasfilm, I will give them credit when they do stuff great. I think this whole thing with the Mandoverse is fantastic. I think they should have modeled their stuff after Marvel, and I like how they're doing it on the television side. I like that. Having this own centric universe that's interconnected with Favreau and Filoni leading it. Fantastic. I like that. Bringing back these legendary characters like Boba Fett. Bringing in cartoon characters, animated characters into live actions worked really well so far.
Thrawn, Ahsoka, yeah.
But you can't get a movie out, and now we got a thing where a legendary character is obviously I know he's joking in this mostly, but there is some truth to him being sidelined in his own show. And now I blame John and Dave on that, honestly. I even said it.
Yeah, that's not a Kathy Kelly decision. Right. That is a pure John and Dave approve that. So,
and their justification for it was weird. I remember them they were just like, well, it is an interconnected universe and Mando's like the main character. It's like, then put it in the Mandalorian.
Yeah. I think though also again, I was one of those people. I defended episode 5 of the Book of Boba Fett with my life because
Right.
again,
I remember this.
It makes sense to have an interlude story to deal with somebody else because that's how we met Cobb Vanth. So
Right.
in a book, he was a random interlude story, and that's how we met him. And the Mandalorian that he took pretty front and centered stage in his episode. And so I understood that. I didn't understand it in the second episode, or in the episode afterwards, and I didn't understand it in the finale either. Though I can justify one episode. I can get that because if you look at it, Kenobi was 6 episodes, and all 6 focused on him, and so it made sense. You have a random number of episodes in your show. It makes sense you want 6 episodes to be about the main character, and you can go off, reintroduce the franchise player.
And it was such a good reintroductory episode.
Yes.
It was just him on his own still. It was us establishing he's out of the covert now, and then we were just going to go off with him. I assume we were just going to go off with him going to see Boba and just go from there. But no, we had a whole nother episode, probably like the most consequential thing.
Literally like probably the most important episode next to the season 2 finale. And it's not about him. He literally, in one of probably the worst but funniest memes to come from this, Boba Fett in his own show had a background cameo in episode 6. Didn't say a word. He was a background character. And so that's what I'm saying when I say if these comments of Tamora Morrison are exaggerated or they're the truth, where is it about? Why should he be wrong?
Yeah.
He shouldn't be. That's the answer.
He also is rightful to be upset about not being in Mando 3. Now, I think early on maybe they wanted him in it, but story-wise, how did it make sense? I agree with you. This season was more focused on taking back Mandalore. Yeah, what story does he play in that?
But honestly, I could think of one. He goes to Tatooine and sees Boba, not Peli.
Yeah, we can just do a quick checkup on him. We don't need I don't need a whole episode.
I don't need a Return of Boba Fett episode. I just need hey, how's Tatooine been? How's being the Daimyo been? That's it. I don't need a whole episode dedicated to Boba. I love it, but I don't need it.
And that can set up what's going on with Boba season 2 if we get that, right? That could be a thing.
And we're kind of starting to see the big problem with big universes in an MCU style format.
Right.
Now there's so many things happening that again, what's gonna how are we gonna tie this all up? Because presumably Book of Boba Fett's not getting a season 2. Ahsoka's probably not getting a season 2. Skeleton Crew probably has the likelihood of getting a season 2 because we're dealing with kids, so you're probably going to want them to be aged up by the time the movie comes.
Right.
And so ultimately, the question is, we still have questions. What's going on with Cobb Vanth? Is Cad Bane dead? What's going on with Tatooine? Is Boba Fett still the daimyo, or are the mods the daimyos?
Who is the leading crime syndicate in the galaxy?
What's going on with the Pike Syndicate? What's going on with Crimson Dawn? What is happening right now?
Is Kira still alive at this point?
I don't know. As far as we know in the comics, right now she is alive, but that is pre-episode 6. So
didn't she just fight Vader or something like that?
Yeah, had a huge something with had a big deal with Vader basically going on.
Nice.
But again, kind of the problem that we're seeing is right now we're getting into a big circle of not enough so many questions being asked and not enough answers being given out.
Imagine how good of imagine how good of a story. Book of Boba season 2. We go galactic and we see Boba become the crime lord of the galaxy, and we see Emilia Clarke back as Kira.
Yeah.
And it's just Crimson Dawn versus Boba Fett.
Or even then you do it instead of Crimson Dawn, because Crimson Dawn honestly kind of they're kind of good guys now. I mean, It's kind of like asking like how do you make like a gang of good guys?
Wait, how are they good guys now? What do they do?
Well, they're fighting the Empire.
Oh, okay.
So again, it's like how do we make the mafia good guys? that's
Okay.
that's
Okay.
like they're still the mafia. They're not great people.
Right.
But they're doing good things. They're not anti-heroes at the same time though. Like
Right.
they're not good people doing sometimes bad. No, they're bad people. They're really
The,
they're
yes.
yeah.
They're just fighting way worse people.
Yeah. And so honestly, I would love to see that in a Book of Boba Fett season 2. We see Crimson Dawn and the Boba Fett crime syndicates. They come together. You know what? Again, I hear about this big old Grand Admiral coming out with the Seventh Fleet. How cool would it be to have the New Republic, Crimson Dawn, Boba Fett's crime syndicate, the Mandalorians, and the Skeleton Crew all fighting the Seventh Fleet? That'd be
It's gonna be a
dope.
lot for Thrawn to handle.
But you got to think he's basically like the First Order right now. So,
But he's also by himself, and he doesn't have to deal with like Imperial bullshit that literally
exactly.
costs him every
And
time.
honestly, he probably has his species with him. Like he's probably working with them.
Right?
Why did I just forget their name?
The Chiss, right?
The Chiss. Yeah, I kept wanting to call them the Grist, but I was like, no.
We are terrible. We don't know anything, by the way.
Yeah,
we are just we.
Look, I know it, but I forget it. Okay.
Right, right.
I know it, but I don't.
Plus Luke Skywalker, Han Solo, and Leia.
Yeah, Luke, Han, Leia, Chewie,
Lando,
R2, 3PO. Why not bring the whole gang with us?
Why not?
We could see Iden. We could see Del, Miko. We could see so many people.
Cal Kestis. Oh my god! That movie's gonna be so funny.
Cal
That movie's gonna be so funny. The memes from that movie is just gonna be.
I'm telling you, the one thing I want from that movie is I want more. I want Din to see all these legacy characters, and he just whispers Bo-Katan. Do you know who these people are? I'd love that, bro, because it'd be so.
Bo-Katan and Luke. That meeting's gonna be interesting because Bo kind of knows Anakin, right? Yeah.
No. Well, they've kind of met in the season.
They've seen each other.
Yeah. I think a more interesting thing, honestly, I would love to see Leia and Bo-Katan meet. That'd be cool.
Ahsoka and Leia.
Yeah. Oh my god.
Because Ahsoka and Padme are so close. That's gonna break.
Ahsoka and Padme, or Ahsoka, Leia, and Luke all sharing a scene together.
Oh my god!
Talking about Anakin and Padme.
You're making me cry.
Just to think we could see the Force ghost of Obi-Wan.
Oh my god!
Oh my god! It is literally a fan orgasm right
now. That is the
greatest
greatest scene of all time. Imagine Ahsoka, Leia, Luke, Anakin as a Force ghost, Obi-Wan. Fuck it, throw Qui-Gon. Just
Yoda.
Have him just have him there. Just be like.
So, do we want to talk about the elephant in the room? I murdered a bunch of kids. That's what I love to see him to be. So, Dad, what was it like when you fell to the dark side? I killed a lot of fucking kids. I killed a room full of little kids.
Yeah.
I threw one of them out the window. It was crazy. And that little bitch was still alive. Then I threw him into 3 walls. And he was still kicking. So I cut each limb off.
Oh god.
Fed it to him and then stabbed him. That's the conversation I need to see. That would be a cool conversation, or a cool scene to see is Anakin like come to grips with everything, like have flashbacks to everything.
Yeah, as a Force ghost.
Even in the Vader suit.
Yeah.
But I'm just saying, bro, if this Mandoverse movie is not like fan service orgasm, I don't want it, bro. I'm telling you, I need Din to be the #1 comedian.
He's just gonna be like, what's he gonna say to Han? You remember how he says to Luke, "Are you a Jedi?" After he does all that, he's gotta say something stupid to Han. He's gonna be like, "Are you a bounty hunter?" And Han's just like, "Hey kid, I'm whatever you want me to be." There's something stupid.
Yeah. I just again, I need that. I need this movie to be like big fan orgasm because
Right.
it's just what Star Wars needs right now.
Right. I agree.
Honestly. Um. Yeah.